Hello everyone, welcome to another Advent video. It's now Sunday the 9th of December 2018. Thanks for tuning in. Now today's video is not what I had planned for today. I didn't have time to make it yesterday, so you're getting a video from my archives. So I recorded this a few months ago, but it will be completely new to you, and it's a bit of an epic long video, I'm afraid. So I thought I'll put it up on a Sunday because hopefully most of you are having a nice relaxing Sunday and will have time to have a little break and watch it if you're interested. But it's like a 3-in-1 video. It's an unboxing, it's a maintenance and repair video, and it's a demonstration. So I've packed in quite a lot, hopefully, to the video you're about to see. So I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget, tomorrow there will be another video in the Advent series on December the 10th, and then of course another one until Christmas Eve, if I'm still alive by then. So thanks for watching this video. If you have any comments or questions, don't forget, comment below, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay then, let's open it up. Well, the Hoover High Power Compact was basically a Hoover Junior with a hard dust box. It was still a dirty fan cleaner, but instead of the familiar cloth bag covering a disposable paper bag, Hoover put a hard case to make it a little bit more modern. And it's got a very famous TV commercial. You'll find that on my channel. And it's actually sung by Brian Johnson, who is in a heavy metal band, and I can't remember which heavy metal band it is. I don't know if it's Def Leppard or Motorhead or whatever, but anyway, people will know. Comment below if you know what band Brian Johnson was in. Anyway, so it was I think the advert was probably from the early 80s. Right, well hopefully I can just cut through this box. So I've had one of these, and I've featured one of these in a very, very early video where I sang a bit of the High Power Compact song, I think. So now I've got another one, because that one in the original video obviously went a long time ago. And they don't crop up on eBay much. So when I saw this one, I thought, well, I'll put a bid in. I thought it would go for more than this, to be honest, that I paid. Well, it's not broken anyway, the handle so far. It's, or is it? Oh dear. Looks like it's been glued. Okay. Now, what's good about this cleaner? And I noticed on the listing, on the pictures, and what often breaks on these and on similar machines, let me just adjust myself, there we go, is the lower hook. That frequently broke off on this model and on the Hoover Starlight and Junior Deluxe cleaners. That one not only is intact, it's still got a little bit of a spring to it, because some of these, even if they remained intact, they lost, you know, the little springiness, and they just used to sort of didn't stay open, you know, they would flap about. So that's good that survived. I think it was actually sent in that position. Yeah, if it was sent in this position with the cord wrapped around it, it may not have survived the rough treatment from the post office. Now, let's have a look, check there's nothing else in here. Now there is one major thing wrong with this, which was pointed out, and hopefully that's the only thing wrong, is the bellows. Now the bellows are the little tube that connects the main cleaner head to the bag compartment, and often they would split, and that is the case with this one. I was aware of it from the listing. Now it almost put me off. It almost put me off. The fact that these, as you can see, have been taped, but just putting it in the lower position, the tape's not worked, has it? Now that nearly put me off. I thought, oh well, you won't be able to get Bellows. The seller said in the listing the Bellows are pretty rare. Well, I have managed to get some, but obviously they're not the original cream. These probably are the original cream Bellow, but there is a seller on eBay selling these pattern spares, which I'm hoping will be okay. It's a shame. I don't know if there's any way of painting or spray painting something like this flexible plastic. I've just noticed as well, I thought it was supposed, oh no, it is round, oh no, that is correct. I was wondering, there's a little cutout there, but that is correct because there's a clip at the bottom. So I will be fixing the Bellows, because when if I do it, well, I will be demonstrating this. A lot of the dirt's just going to blow out this hole now, but they're definitely, I would say they're the original cream. But even when I had my first high power compact, I'm sure they had replacement Bellows as well. So they're going to be white. They're not going to show much when the bag is in the upright position. They will show a bit, but at least it will be functional. So all in all, yes, it's pretty clean and in good shape. It will benefit from a little bit more TLC and a little bit more of a polish. I've just ordered some plastic polish. I've never heard of it before, but it got very high ratings from the people who bought it, so it might work well with this. One thing I might have a stab at, and the original, you can see this is the front plate that on the old Hoover Juniors would have actually been removable without using a screwdriver, and you'd attach an adapter and the hose would plug in. But on the later style, it's a pan converter that fits underneath, but you still have to remove this with a little screw if you want to change the belt, and behind that should be a belt cover. If there's no belt cover behind that, then it'll be losing suction. I might have a look at that if I can find my screwdriver. You've got the 4-position Hoover height right control here, which enables you to adjust the height of the nozzle for various carpet types. So it's on setting 1 at the moment, and there's slightly higher setting 2 for medium pile, short to medium, and that's setting 3 little bars. I don't know if you can quite see it in the light, but 3 little bars there for sort of a medium to longer pile. And for the longest pile there, the nozzle is raised to the highest position. For my carpets, I'll probably have it on 1 or 2. So basically the bottom of this cleaner is a Hoover U2104, U1036 style. It's more, I'd say, more related to the U1036 model than the U1104s, which started using more plastic components as the 80s progressed. So it's got quite a big cutout here, obviously, so you can get your foot on the pedal here. And it's a 2-position, quite an ingenious thing Hoover did, because of course the old Hoover Juniors would have had a separate handle release and then a button on the side to turn it on, but the designers very cleverly incorporated both functions into one pedal, so you'd press it lightly to lower the handle to the working or the cleaning under low furniture position, and then you'd press it again to turn the machine on. What is something I might have a stab at, as I forgot to say, here it says Hoover. You won't be able to see it very clearly. That I think would have been gold. Now it says high power compact up here, and I'm sure it would have been gold, not silver. So I've got some gold paint. I might have a stab at painting that, as long as I can wipe it off. And also on the top of the bag door where it says Hoover, that originally would have been gold lettering. On the bottom here we've got a metal base plate that did change to plastic in the later versions of the Hoover Junior, as did this main casting here, which connects the motor to the front part of the machine. Quite a big component that's metal now, but that was changed to plastic. So yeah, just very similar to a Hoover Junior. Well, basically it is a Hoover Junior. The bottom of it is a Hoover Junior. I think the belt should be okay. You can easily get belts, and brushes are still available, but the brushes on this particular example are pretty good. If I was restoring this 100%, I would see if I could buy a new agitator for this. I'm not sure if this cream was the original colour. Could have been black, possibly. It could be spray painted. As long as the motor sounds fine. As I say, the brushes look pretty good condition on there. So it's Hoover model U2128, serial U2128 104-06314. So folks, can we date it? Comment below if you can give me the month and year. I should really know how to do that myself by now. It's 240 volts, 50 hertz, 300 watts, made in UK by Hoover Limited. Okay, let's have a look inside the bag compartment. We've got a little black button here that you press, as shown in the TV commercial. I just need some lace gloves on to make it authentic. There we are. Ah, right. I thought I might. I'll tell you what I've discovered, but it's no hardship. So there we go. That's the old bag door. It's clean enough, but I think I can get that polished up a little bit better than that. Now, I don't know if it's got original bags. You've got this little clip here that releases the bag. Yes, they are original, but we are sadly missing the clip at the bottom. I think by this time, this era, the clip would have been plastic. Earlier machines would have had a metal clip, so you could slide it off and reuse the bag. Now, I did actually manage to get hold of some bags. And again, I purchased them before they arrived, before the cleaner. I think there's 8 in here. So these are some original Hoover high power compact bags. But what I might do, I'm not sure if they'll fit. If they fit, I'll try those fleece bags when I do a demo of this, because I don't really want to use. I'll do a quick demo of it with the existing bag. But there we go. There was other versions of this high power compact. There was an electricity board exclusive, I believe, that had a headlamp as well, and it was in a slightly different colour. And I think it's just a single layered bag, yes. Just a single paper bag. Now this is why Mr. Dyson, he had a Hoover Junior, not a high power compact, just a regular cloth bag style Junior, and he was frustrated that it lost suction. Well, they would have lost suction back in the day with this type of bag, and I remember using vacuum cleaners with single layered paper bags, and they did after a while. They didn't have the same sort of oomph, and then you really noticed a difference when it was time to empty or change the bag, put a new bag in, and it worked pretty well, you know, for the first few uses, and then suction would start to drop off. That is a fact. But nowadays with fleece bags, the sort of technology they've got to weave these multi-layered filtered bags, they do keep the suction a lot longer. In fact, especially Miele bags are very good at maintaining the suction, and the fleece bags that I use in many of the older Hoover products are a lot better than these single layered paper bags. So I will, if they fit on here, I will be getting, I'll be fitting one of those. You see, it fits on, and that still seems fairly intact, that little donut shaped piece of sponge to help seal in the dirt, and you've got little lips, so the bag actually fits on. You put it over the lip first and then push it forward, and then the little clip holds it, which is better than just having a sort of friction push fit. It does actually feel that that's held in place a lot better than some cleaners of this era. And of course, this is your black fill tube. All this would come out for cleaning, and then that bit there. There was on eBay one of these spines, I believe it's called, brand new for this model. And because obviously I was searching for bags and bellows and things, and this came up as well. But that looks okay. I'll have a look at it closer. If there's any sort of cracks or damage in it, I might just buy the spine I've seen, because again, you don't see many parts for this model available on eBay. Okay then, let's see if this old girl sounds as sweet as she looks. I've turned her on at the cleaner, So I'm just going to flick the switch at the socket and hopefully she will spring to life. Fingers crossed. No explosions, please. Well, yes, she sounds pretty sweet. Sweet as sugar candy. Right, I'll turn her off here. And I can turn her back on now. That's always that's always a little bit of tension in my videos. Is she gonna blow? Well, she didn't. But I've had cleaners that didn't blow on the first switch on, but blew up soon after, so you never know. Oh, she looks lovely. I love this. This is so 80s. This two-tone brown colour scheme. Early 80s. I think they started producing a bit more colour as the 80s progressed, but this sort of late 70s, early 80s, this was the sort of colour that ladies used to want for their vacuum. Well, there was certainly a lot of vacuums in this colour. Right, let's give it a go. Yeah, that's fine. It's just a bit of a cosmetic buff up and a polish. And if I'm very brave, a very fine paintbrush and some gold paint. And this cleaner, and of course when the new Bellows are fitted, this cleaner will be as good as she's going to ever get. Well, I wanted to show you a little bit of a demo of this cleaner before I go. And I can't really do it with a great big hole in the Bellows. Now, looking at the Bellows, I'm not sure if these are right. These, I don't know if this is right, because it looks like it's a lot longer unless it joins up. But I'm pretty sure when I bought these, the seller actually listed them as being suitable for this model. So we may not have any joy with this. And I'm talking about the seller of the Bellows, not the seller of the cleaner. But it looks like it's not that's a simple job to change the Bellows on this. Not as easy as it is on a regular Junior. I've just got to release the clip first. It doesn't want to release. Let me just twist it a bit. There we go. There we go. Eventually she's... There we are. I think I might be okay. I think yes. I saw this part of the Bellows here and I thought, oh, it's all one piece and this is never going to fit, but I think it's in two pieces. Yeah, it's going to look, it looks like it's a trickier job. Do I have to take this bit? And let's just unscrew it. We might as well have a look how to do it, folks. You've got nothing better to do, have you? Hey, you watched this far, so you might as well see it to the end, eh? But if you're not interested in seeing me taking vacuums apart, you can leave now with my blessing, folks. Yeah, now that screw's done nothing to that. I mean, is there a screw underneath? No, that doesn't seem to have done much. I wonder if they ever, in the instruction book, oh, you see that? Something's moving, but oh yeah, that would probably move out. Oh no, it won't. I'm not sure if they featured how to change the Bellows in the instructions, but it is something I'm sure was quite a common thing to be replaced. In fact, I've got an old Hoover Ranger Senior that you haven't seen for a long time on my channel that really could do a new Bellows. I have seen some somewhere, not the original ones. It's very hard, as the cleaners get very old, it's very hard to buy the original parts, but often you can still buy pattern parts. And although I'd never advocate buying patterned parts, oh there we go, buying pattern parts, if you've no option but pattern, that's what you have to buy. What's that there? Oh. Right, oh that's alright, I've got this fill tube out then. So maybe undoing that screw was a little bit, you see, right. I think this is in there, look, they're the bellows. Look how big they are. Ooh, but still odd. You see that? That didn't, when I bought that didn't look like a regular Hoover Junior bellows. It did look longer. In fact, it is longer. I think... I'm thinking and hoping it's in... Oh, yucky. I have to get a vacuum now. Yes, it's in 2 parts. But even so... even so, folks... I think I'll be able to cobble something together. It's certainly better. I'll keep that just because it's the original, but... hopefully I'll be able to fix... Ah, yes, you see, of course. I need to take out of this, I need to take this part, this plastic innard out. And I'll need to probably get hold of a cable tie, because that's secured with a cable tie, which I'll probably have to cut off. So I need to put this onto here, and then attach this to this. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh dear, I've made a bit of a mucky mess here. I'll just have to get another vacuum as well and clean that out. Hopefully that'll just connect up. It looks a little bit longer than it would have been. It is a little bit longer, but hopefully it won't matter. In fact, it's probably better it's a little bit longer, because when it's in the low position for, you know, when you use it under low furniture, it does stretch quite a bit. So hopefully the extra sort of centimetre or 2 will help in this matter. Right, I'll just vacuum up this muck, and then we'll just attach this to this and this to this, put it all together, and Bob's your uncle, hopefully. Okay then, I didn't film myself removing the hard plastic piece from the original bellows and fitting them to the replacement, because I do not allow swearing on this channel. It wasn't that bad, but it was a little bit tricky. So anyway, I've got the harder plastic insert into the new bellows. I'll still have to put a cable tie around the bottom here when I find one. I know I've got plenty somewhere, but it's where are they? But it'll be okay for now. But looking at the bellows, they again, apart from being longer, are a different shape too. They seem to come out slightly more. The base part seems to come out a little bit more than this, but well, as long as it fits, you know, it's better than having one with a hole in. There's no way it's quite, yeah. There's nothing I can get, I don't think, to actually repair that. But I don't really want to throw it away. I know it's useless, but I will keep it. I think then now, let's see if we can somehow manage to get these together. There you go, I've managed to put the 2 sections of bellows together. Doesn't seem very strong. I might actually put some duct tape around there to give it a more permanent seal. This bit won't show anyway when it's inside the machine. Actually, before I do anything else, I'll just pop that screw back so I don't lose it. There was no need to remove that, was there? There we are. Okay, so it goes that way with the little clip here that goes towards the back. So I'll just feed it through. I think it should work. It certainly should fit on the cleaner. Well, it will do, I know it will, because it's got the original doobry thing, thingamajig, what have you. Right. So I'm going to actually strip this a bit more thoroughly when you're not watching, and clean it more thoroughly, and then polish it. And then when I do that, then I'll sort the bellows out. But just so we can have a look at it, picking up some more dirt. I might do another demo of this when it's clean as well, but I'll be using one of those fleece bags if they fit. I think they do. They fit a Hoover Starlight, so I think they'll fit this. Why is that not going? And I'm trying to get this bit here to fit snugly. Not sure if it was snug or... I think it'll probably fit better when the fill tube's in place. So hopefully by stretching this, might be better if I... That's it. There, that's easier. Is that... Yes, that's a bit loose, but that is the original bit anyway. Anyway, so there we go. There is the new bellows fitted, sort of. Just... And yes, as you can see, when it's in the horizontal position, there's less strain on these bellows. I wonder if Hoover made them longer in later models, or in the when they did the original spares for them. I wonder if they were longer, because it does seem like it's not really stretching so much. Just don't want it to come apart. I think it's still in one piece, so that's okay. Yes, it doesn't match, does it? But you know, can't really see it when it's like that. Beggars can't be choosers. I was just glad to get one of these anyway. Again. So let's just, there's a little channel here. Let me show you. Little channel here where the mains cable goes in. So I'm just going to make sure it's pushed back in there. There we are. Before I pop the fill tube. I think the fill tube went in first. But it's not very tight there, so hopefully when the fill tube's in, it will tighten up. Hang on. I think this is another job I'll struggle with without the camera rolling. Right then, well, I think it's all back together as it should be. The bellows, I think, are still connected. The replacement bellows are still connected to the original top half of the bellows. I've got the fill tube in place and screwed in. I'm just going to turn it on. Actually, I'll put the bag on and just see if I can detect any air escaping from the bellows or the fill tube where it's connected up. Let's squash it down. It should inflate. No, it's fine. Doesn't seem to be any air leaking. So let's pop the bag door back on. And now, finally, folks, I can put down a little bit of dirt. And hopefully this Hoover High Power Compact will pick it up. There's a little bit of dirt that it's left from the little job I had to do. But sometimes, if I go over that with the upright, it might actually stain the carpet. I best use a modern Hoover with the suction. How ironic, I suppose, because the cleaner I'm using to clean up the Hoover cleaner, what's the wattage of that? 350, I think. Yeah, using this thing. Oh dear, look at this. Oh, it's not fit, is it? It's not fit to share the same screen, really. This, I know which one I'd rather have, folks. Really, I'm glad. I've got both. I'm lucky. But I know which one I'd rather have. If I was to say, somebody was to say, right, you can have the Vortex Evo or the Hoover High Power Compact. I'm sure most of you watching now, if you're still watching, would choose this. And quite rightly so, because it's made to last. This is quite quiet, and it's probably got about the same sort of suction with the hose that the old High Power Compact has. But we'll put this to one side for now. This is my vacuum of the month currently, so I have to use it. We'll give this another quick go, and then I'll put some dirt down. I keep forgetting, I was going over there. I think, where's the on-off switch? You silly boy. Well, folks, let's see if this Hoover High Power Compact is really as high powered as they claimed. I suspect not, but with the beats as it sweeps, as it cleans action, and the mediocre suction, I think we'll get some sort of a result. Spoiler alert, there may be a line of shame. Okay, I've put it on the higher setting actually. It's on setting 3 because I think it was struggling a bit. I think it does need a new belt. Anyway, let's go. Well, my prediction was correct. There is a line of shame. We all knew there would be. But not as bad as I thought it might have been. But the part where the brushes have actually touched the carpet and the beta bars touched the carpet, it's not bad. Some of the loose leaf tea is still here. And there was a bit of agitation too. I was going a bit slow because I could hear it struggling a bit. I don't want the belt to slip off with some of these larger clumps. But for an old girl, that's not bad, is it? Well, there you go, that's the end of my unboxing, first look and small demonstration of this lovely old Hoover high power compact vacuum cleaner. Really pleased to have one of these in my collection. It's not perfect, but for something this old you can't expect perfection. I'm just glad to get my hands on one of these, and it's filled another gap that was left gaping. But one thing I'll show you, you might notice before I go, that this machine is slightly glossier and shinier than it was when I started the video. Now, I've not really done much to this apart from applying some special plastic polish. Now, funnily enough, while I was making this video, I had a knock at the door and a lady handed me a cardboard tube and said, "Ooh, you bought some Vuplex." You bought some Vuplex from us, and as you're in the same town, we just thought we'd deliver it. So I've never had this before. I don't know how I came across it. I think I just searched plastic polish on eBay, I think, and it seemed to get good reviews. So basically this is a plastic cleaner and anti-static polish, and it's supposed to give protection and all sorts. Well, I've only just used it on this. I'd thoroughly recommend you looking out for this Vuplex. Don't know if you can get it in the USA. I can't remember how much it was. It was maybe £10 or something, or was it £7? I don't know. Who knows? It's only money. But I thought, well, while I've got the high power compact, just give it a quick squirt, and that's all you do. You just squirt it, buff it up. This video is not sponsored by Vuplex. I didn't get this free, but I thought I liked it so much. I thought, well, if you're watching to the end, you may have a vacuum that needs a bit of a polishing, or any plastic parts. It works on aircraft. I don't have an aircraft. It works on boats, motorcycles, cars, caravans, high gloss interiors, clear PVC blinds, plasma and LCD screens, eyeglasses, electronic devices, spray on and wipe off. Right, yeah, so there's my recommendation. Obviously, this is fantastic. Get one if you can. But if you've got any plastic that wants polishing, it's time for Vuplex. Woo. I must reiterate, I'm not sponsored by Vuplex. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I'll certainly be using that on many vacuums and be buying more of that. I'll probably be getting through quite a few tins of that. So yeah, just for a quick clean up, it's really made this old girl shine. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, and if you can date this old lady for me, please comment below. Stay tuned for more videos, subscribe, thumb up, do whatever you like. Thanks for watching again, Did I just say that? I did. I'm so excited about the Vooplex. See you all soon. Bye for now.